Hey everybody, welcome to the OG Warehouse. This is where all the stuff gets packaged and taped and labeled and bubble wrapped and sent out the door. We're doing something, I think maybe I've done this once before, but generally I haven't done anything like this. We have new software, and I'm going to spend the week. I'm going to have several videos. Those of you who are interested in the business side of what I'm figuring out, you know, the interesting thing about warehousing and packaging and shipping things is that we need like advice when you don't have any money. It's kind of like I needed a financial advisor before I had any money, and then when you get money, then you can get a financial advisor. So it's the same thing in warehousing and packaging and shipping. Well, we started out with some really crude software that I kind of set up on my own, and then we transitioned, and I just recently made a huge investment in some really sophisticated custom software so that way we could manage our inventory better, we can ship our products out faster, we know when to order, we know when to buy new stuff, so we run out of stock less. And so I made a major investment. So we're going to share lots of footage this week. Actually, the company's called DePosco. They're coming down to visit. They're sending one of their software specialists, and their team is coming down to help us with this sale. And so what I'm doing is I'm running September, so 9% off. I know it seems like a weird number. 9% off, free shipping over $500. Shipping is a killer, especially with current cost of fuel and stuff. But shipping over $500 is free. What I'm asking from you is I'm asking for you to order a bunch of stuff. We're hoping to break the system or find areas where we can make improvements. And I'm going to share with you this week as DePosco comes down and hopefully show you some of the secret sauce and the inside of how we're shipping and how we're so efficient at what we do. Another thing that's really cool, since I probably can't do this, but I'm doing it anyway, these just arrived. And this is the most amazing thing you've ever seen. This is the 3-inch Mirka polisher. I ordered these 4 or 5 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. I'm exaggerating on you here. But this is in the store now and live, so you can purchase that. All the new Griot's products, I guess new to me, Griot's products are in the store, and I think we'll be launching this week the Griot's foam cannon as well, where we set it up to OG spec with the right nozzles or right orifice and all of that stuff. So the warehouse, if you're wondering how this works, we're going to dig into this more this week. But your order comes in, and the orders, what we used to do is we used to print out a sheet of paper, and that sheet of paper would then sort of travel with the product. Well, now everything's done digitally. So the guys have, what do they have? What do you guys carry around, Trevor?
Just handheld scanners, basically.
Is it one of those things?
Yeah. Same design, yeah.
Oh, this is the old one?
Those are the old ones. Those are SKU Labs ones.
Gotcha. Okay, so we no longer, so we were on a software program called SKU Labs, which was maybe $1,200 a month, $1,500 a month. Well, this new stuff is like 10 grand a month, and I had to pay, I don't even know how much. They purposely haven't told me how much I had to pay to get the software initialized. But now at each of the packing stations, everybody has a Surface tablet. And so the product is now, we've also been able to eliminate a step in that when the package goes out, the packers pack the box, they scan the item or scan the order, and then it generates the label. So we used to have to the paper would follow the thing around, and then it would come down the conveyor, and then Trevor would label it. Well, now the packers are able to do that, where it's all one step. One of the things that we do that is important when Ken or Alyssa, when they package the stuff, we're always making sure that we bubble wrap a lot of each of the detailing chemicals. I don't know if you've ever bought detailing chemicals on Amazon, but half the time they show up empty. I just want, I like this stuff a lot, and so when it shows up, we don't want things rubbing together or getting banged up, so we try to get the thing to you in a much more cleanly fashion, where we know you care about the bottle just as much as I do, and so we want it to get there intact. And so they'll do extra things, go the extra mile, like we physically tape the bottles with masking tape so the masking tape can come off cleanly. They'll bubble wrap each of the bottles and make it look nice when it gets to you. So this next step in our evolution, you know, so we started with my parents shipping in my bedroom, my old bedroom, my sister's old bedroom, and they'd be bringing stuff up from the garage in the basement into one of the living room, and they'd be packing and shipping stuff there. Then we started, and we ended up with this side of the building, and so right here where you're seeing, this is where my cabinet array was. And so I was in here shooting videos with Bryce, and while they were packaging and shipping stuff, we had 2 shelves, and that's where we had all of our stuff. We were still drop shipping a lot of things like Krenzel pressure washers and stuff like that we now ship from here. Then the transition into, then I got the other side of the building, and so we moved over into the yarn building. You've seen us set that up, and actually I take that back. I'd gotten the other side of the building, and that's where I moved myself over, and then we had overflow storage, and then I moved out when we got the building next door, and so now this whole facility is now set up. So our original side of the building was there, and so now this is only 3,600 square feet, but we have it stacked floor to ceiling. We have a pretty efficient ordering process now, and you can see all of our bins have barcodes and stuff on it now. So the transition from crude in a house to in a small warehouse to a still small but medium warehouse to basic software into basic inventory management software. Now we're into custom, much more sophisticated software that's affording us the ability to see what we have, order, forecast, do stuff like that. And so Mike put this door in when he came, and so now we have a singular warehouse where we've also, with the new software, we've done ABC inventory. So this is B inventory here. All A inventory is in this side. So the stuff that gets sold the most sits closest to the I guess the packing area. And then C inventory, which is audio and Milwaukee and some of the more expensive stuff. It doesn't turn as much. I don't have to pick it as much. Would generally, be as far away from packing as possible. But the other thing that's nice is that where we've set up with our new software, it affords the ability that the guys aren't walking to the back and then back to the front, and then back over to here. So they have picking sequences. We're also bulk picking as well. So I'm going to share with you that this week when DePasco comes here. Tommy, who's our head of product development here, was the spearhead to this, and he spent, I would guess, 1,000 hours, in this transition. At least several hundred hours in this transition of software. And so what I'm hoping to do with this sale this week is to break the system, find some more kinks, find areas where we can improve and continue to make our outgoing process more and more efficient. But you can see all our pressure washing stuff is here. Press-all bottles are over here. We have our, don't sleep on our signature scent here, people. We got tons in stock. The leather and pine. Depending on your style or what you like, we're going to have more scents, but this speaks to Helen, the Helen House. Leather, to me, speaks garage. So don't sleep on our Smith & Company project that we worked together on to develop our signature scent. And then all our Dyne Audio stuff and PSB, NAD, Milwaukee stuff is here. We keep our Ego stuff in this spot. And then our apparel has a spot that lives here. And so we're still not able to, our next evolution would be to, and the beauty of this software and the investment that we're making time and money into the DePasco software is that it'll take us to the next stage. We do sell a lot of Ego stuff. We do sell a lot of Cox hose reel stuff that's back here with the C inventory, but just due to space constraints, we're having to still make more concessions that I would like. And we also keep a lot of product higher than it should. In the future, I actually own the lot next door. The DePasco software will evolve with us as we build, hopefully, a bigger warehouse next door. All of this goes over there, and we can start to really do significant bulk picking. So imagine we had 100 orders come in, and 80 of those orders all had the same one item. It would make sense to take 80 of those things off the shelf and take it over to the packaging area, and then put it all together. So that's our next evolutionary step. Drew in here does all our ordering, so now, how has DePasco helped with your forecasting and stuff? Is it still working on it?
It's making some great progress. We've been working together with Mitch and everybody else on getting it all squared away. It's significantly better than what we're used to.
Yeah.
And it's much better at projecting, and now that we have frequent cycle counts.
You know what you're out of stock. Yeah. It's giving you better indicators and stuff.
Exactly.
But with any like client relationship management software, any software, you get out of it what you put into it. And if these guys don't invest the time, then the software just becomes a curse more than a helper. And so we've been spending a lot of manpower and labor time and working on making the software work to our advantage. And even then, there's still some things that we have to work out. So Drew is in here touching product, looking at product, as well as looking at software, finding areas where we can make improvements. And that's why I need you guys to buy a bunch of stuff, so that way we can figure out areas where we can make improvements, and especially with the Deposico people coming to visit. You had now?
No, I just got you some Chick-fil-A. I just wanted to give it to you. Just to say thank you, man,
Yeah, man.
for just being awesome.
Cool.
I know you don't get the appreciation sometimes you deserve,
Cool.
but we appreciate you, man. Seriously.
Thanks, dude. Where are you guys from?
I'm here. I'm from Lake Mary, close to Lake Mary.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm not that far.
Cool. So we do get people that come and visit us only 2, 3, 4 people a day or so, generally. So if anybody ever wants to come and visit, you want to come pick up, I know you bought a bunch of stuff, but if you come here and buy anything, or want to buy stuff, one of the things that was really important to me is that we were able to have people come in the warehouse. I hate going to like Discount Tire and like they make you sit in the waiting room.
Yeah,
I want to hold the tire for the guy, and so that's something that was important to me, that we did that and make it available for people to come. But I appreciate you. Yeah.
Thank you. Sir.
Thanks, brother.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you, man.
yeah.
I'll
Thanks
go
a lot.
grab it and just
Just give it to her, and we'll finish up this video. Thanks,
Thank you,
brother.
guys. Thank you.
So apparel is also something that we want to continue to work on, and so we're stocking up on all the OG stuff. So if you want to dialed in blue or the red OG basic shirt, you can see we have some empty bins here. So someday I'd love to be printing our own apparel, but I'm telling you, OG shirts, they're printed on Los Angeles Apparel. It is completely different than Canvas and Next Level and all the other junk that people print on. Gildan, some of these cheap shirts. I wear these shirts every day, and so does everybody here. I don't know about you, Mike. I can't wear another T-shirt. It just doesn't work. I've got to, it's something that we've got to continue to make more designs and stuff available to people. So we don't do any more assembly here, or very, very little assembly, unless there's just an adjustment to an order. But all the assembly is now done at our sister warehouse, which is the other brand that I'm building called Curated Manufacturing. Eventually, I'll be wholesaling and purchasing and be the exclusive purchaser for most products that we develop. That's been a real struggle for me over the years, in that I, like, for example, take like this gun here. I don't know if you guys all know the story of the various gun options, but this is the the OG Mosmatic, the original Mosmatic, and then I think this is where we have this was a joint project with me and MTM, and I couldn't guarantee anything. And so you've seen this gun everywhere. This is the SGS-28, but this was my calling in response that these guns were not available. And I called my friends at MTM and said, here's what I need. I want stainless screws, all stainless internals. I want stainless input, output. I want the MTM swivel, and I want it to be, roughly half the price of the Mosmatic. And so they made it, and they came to me and said, well, do you want to go exclusive? I think we had that conversation, and I said, I can't, because I like the Mosmatic better. And so in the future, I will say yes. And then through Curated Manufacturing, so through our wholesale company, we'll be able to then sell to the other retailers and make it available. So that way I can protect, the ideas that I have. This here was my idea. GSF. I fell in love with GSF when I got all the different Kush Chemi products really early on. I was really excited. I love the periodic table Kush Chemi has. And I said to Andrew, we can't do GSF unless we have 5 gallons. So I committed to buying, I think 1,000 gallons to at least get them to start, to like say, hey, let's get the product here. So he was able to leverage that purchase order to get them to make a 5 gallon, because they are a 5 liter, not 1 gallon or 5 liters. They weren't making that before. And so the building up north, that's another reason why we need more sophisticated software, is so that we could then also manage wholesale, and then also Canada, UK, Australia, and wherever else we end up in the world with other distribution facilities. Maybe a closer to West Coast, like a Arizona distribution facility or something like that. It wouldn't be California. You can't go there and do business. The hope is that our software would continue to evolve, and we can develop it so that way it can evolve with us, because what we were using before wasn't capable of doing that. We do have some skate decks in stock as well. Those have been really, really hard to get, so we have those available to you. But in general, we have a pretty good supply of things. We're stocked up and ready to do this sale. It's running this week from today, as you're watching this video right now, through, I think, next Tuesday next week is when we run it. We're running for a full 7 days. It's 9% off, free shipping if you spend over $500. The other option is we're not doing anything special for the Inside the Hex members. You could go become a member of Inside the Hex for $240 for the year, and that's how you get you can get 10% off and free shipping on any amount. 365 days a year. So that's another option you could always do. But anyway, we'll dig into the software a little bit this week, so I'm going to have a Zoom call with them, which I'll record, which will be talking about our transition. I have Tommy on there, and I'm going to be asking them questions. So if you're interested in software, or you're just interested in business and warehousing and stuff like that, we're going to kind of spill our guts there. And then later on, later on in the sale, toward the end of it, that's when the deposit is coming down. We're hoping you guys order lots of stuff, and we we sort of break the system, if you will, so we can go in and make tweaks and adjustments, and then improve for our upcoming big sale, which is on Black Friday. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Without all of you guys, I wouldn't have any of this stuff. It's really exciting to see. Look at those. All those Mirkas on the shelf, Flexes on the shelf, Rupes stuff on the shelf, the new Griots polishers on the shelf, new to us. It's been a wild ride, and the process of constructing and building a business, I've been sharing that since the beginning, and it's been a humbling experience, but it's cool to see barcodes on things, and then watching all these guys evolve as they're running around here, making sure your products get out, and get out with love. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned for more crazy. I'm just getting started. This Obsessed Garage thing is going to be insane. We're going to keep pushing, keep going, and keep developing products. Hopefully in the future, we'll also be able to supply the industry with the ideas that we have. So see you soon, and go to the site and buy some stuff. We'd really appreciate it.